Alright, gang, today I'll show you some artifacts, some items I've had, and some new items I've picked up. I'll show you this hospital Dachau tunic I found. You know, it's the same example is in the United States Holocaust Museum. And so they were actually worn also by the prisoners, as well as soldiers that were in hospitals. So we'll take a look here. But like I said, this is I think first these were medical tunics, but they were also used for prisoner tunics. They're probably more common than the actual prisoner tunics. But when you first see them like this, they do look amazingly like that. Well, they are pretty similar to the prisoner tunics. The prisoner tunics just have a deeper stripe, and this really came from Dachau. It's kind of scary, really. The story I got, and you know, be careful listening to people's stories, because you never know what really is true and what's not. Is that a guy with the 45th American Armed Forces liberated this and sent it home with a lot of other items, and it's kind of hard to see, but you can see the stripes are like two different colors of blue and one color of white, and it's the herringbone, just like the traditional tunics that you see. The vast majority of these items were burned post-war because they were filled with typhus and TB and what have you, and I'm thinking that too might have to do with the size, but or like what area of the hospital or prison he was in, but I have no idea. I'm just guessing. But this is the genuine deal. The buttons almost have like a wood look to them, but they look to be plastic. But it's kind of small. It's a small tunic. It's I'd say a 38, 36. So there's the jacket, and like I said, it's the same thing you see in the Holocaust Museum in Washington, D.C. And here's the pants, and so these are really in remarkably good condition. But like I said, at the end of the war, when the Russians liberated these places, along with the Americans, they burned these uniforms because they were full of infection and bacteria and just bad shit. So okay, let's look at some other original artifacts. These are really have a sacred place in my collection. We have a Juif, that's a French Star of David. And the one thing to remember if you're watching my video is tons of people make counterfeits of this stuff, but this is the real deal, and truthfully, anything that doesn't look like this is a fake. So the only places you should be looking to authenticate your items is the Holocaust Museum and a book I'm going to show. But this is a French Star of David. The fact that I'm holding it may mean the person survived. And then this is a Dutch Star of David. And can you see how it almost has like an orange tint to it, yellow orange? And you know, the counterfeiters, I'm sure they make them for money, but they also make them because people want these kind of things to remember their loved ones that were slaughtered, murdered. It's a Dutch one, and but just try to remember the 99% that you find on the internet, especially eBay, they're all fakes. If I saw 1,000 items like this, probably 5 were genuine. And then here's the German Jewish Star of David. It's yeah, you can see that kind of yellow orange. And But anyway, pretty scary stuff. But these kind of have a sacred position in my collection of stuff. Yeah, pretty scary stuff. And then here's a. Okay, this is a book by Tolkoff on counterfeiting the Holocaust. If you have any interest in relics, especially these kind of relics, this is money well spent. Like I said, the vast majority of the stuff you see on eBay, all fakes. And you know, people just don't know. A lot of people just flat out don't know. They bought this somewhere in Poland or wherever, and they just assumed it was real. But the vast majority of the stuff was burned in 1945, and yeah, really sad stuff. But anyway, if you're interested in these kind of items, you really owe it to yourself to spend the $20, buy the book, and you'll readily see what the fakes are. And then this is just another book on Dachau. Since some of these relics came from Dachau, I just wanted to learn a little bit more about that. And these are two very questionable items that I found. My gut feeling is that these are counterfeits, because these tins, they painted this text on the tins. It wasn't a paper, as far as I know. But these could be genuine, but I pretty much doubt it. This would have been something post-war, 1945, post-war, people would have just tossed. They wouldn't have kept it. And then this one, I'm pretty certain came from a movie set of, it was about it was a movie made in the 70s. I'm pretty certain that this is a counterfeit, but I really don't know. But okay, so those are the artifacts from the Dachau artifacts, and yeah. But I put this on another video. This is a genuine SS tunic. These are really gone. I mean, years ago, I bought, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 of these, and I still have them, but they're gone. They, you know, people want silly money for them, and you know, but this has like a coarse wool texture to it, and the telltale sign on these tunics, really, if they're original, is you can see there's like 3 different fabrics to be seen here. You've got this kind of cotton here, similar cotton here, this kind of silky cotton here, and then you've got the hard wool there. So fakers don't do that. And believe it or not, I used to always think that SSBW was a fake, but it's not. So you can see that. I don't sell anything. I collect and keep, and you know, the stuff is just gone, trust me. And the fakers, if you find this stuff on eBay, 99% of the time it's all fake, especially if it comes out of Eastern Europe. And then here's another one. And that's what a real eagle looks like. The fakers do a really good job. This is a Demyansk shield. The fakers do a really good job making fakes, trust me. Let's see, there's your SSBW again. Your 3 color fabrics. Your 3 different types of fabrics. And I got really lucky years ago buying and building BMW motorcycles, and a guy, he knew I collected this stuff, and he would just go find this stuff in Europe for me. And but all this stuff is really gone. It really is. And then this is a little shadow box I picked up. That's it's supposed to be a general's ribbon bar. Yeah, I mean, it's a big long one. And some monies, some other eagles, sold book. And then there's some LSS buckles I picked up. And then this is a Prussian spike helmet. Now they make fakes of these, but you know, it's really hard to fake 100+ years of helmet. So, and I'm not an expert on any of this stuff, but the spikes are really neat to have. When I was a little kid, people used to tell me that the spike was so if they ran out of bullets, they just hit you in the belly with the spike. Well, that was total nonsense, but to a little kid, you know, that sounded pretty realistic. And then this is a Bavarian one. I have some Bavarian ancestry, so I kind of like that one. Yeah. Okay, here's just a Wehrmacht tunic I picked up. I just barely got this in, so that's kind of a neat item. And I gotta go faster, my battery's dying. I did that video the other day. These are Hell's Angels, but not the bike club. It's not the bombardment group with B-17s. It's an aviation group in the Pacific, a Navy Hell's Angels squadron. I think I posted that in the other one. It's a really neat tunic. It's a really neat tunic. Yeah, and then okay, here's that Irvin. So that I had on the bench outside I was telling you guys about. So the guy, he did these, he had Aero leather do the zippers and the buckle, and they really did fantastic work on it. It's a really neat coat, really thick here. I've never seen them this wide through here, and they make a really nice knockoff AM zipper. It's not quite, you know, 100%, but it's very nice. And this one's missing that zipper, not zipper, but strap on the back. I'm going to be dying on battery here, so if it dies, it dies. And then here's a 4-panel, and there's your gussets. See? So if you buy this stuff, like I said, you know, just wear it to an air show. Go buy yourself a brand new one, you know, from Aero or Eastman, or I think Averex has a lot of neat ones that they made. But these are really neat coats. This one's got a lot of small little repairs, but you know, like I said, I don't really wear them. They're really just for collecting. And that's just some of the stuff I got to show you today. I do collect this stuff, so I am looking for flight jackets, tunics, spike helmets. I'm looking for a Holocaust jacket and pants, or the long jacket. It's really just to collect, and hopefully I can put it into a presentation one time at some future date. So if you have one, you want to sell it, just, you know, let me know. Phils57Porsche@yahoo.com. I'll put that in a comment thing. For some reason I can't get the comments to work on there, so whatever. So you'll have to email me if you do have something you want to sell, but I'll pay you top dollar. Everybody else will pay you nothing, but I'll pay you top dollar. Like I said, I buy and keep. These are just a few items that I have, and that's what I got to show you today. This stuff is out there. You got to look. You got to really hunt, and it does come up. The Dachau medical tunic's kind of a real odd one. That's a real odd one. Yeah. If you read about that place or any of these places, they were just absolutely horrific places. Absolutely horrible. But if you try to rewrite history like Facebook does, or you know, the Holocaust deniers do, that's just ugliness. You know, this stuff really happened. Yeah, period. You know. And you know, people like to say never again, but truthfully, it's every day somewhere in the world something ugly like this is happening. So, you know. But anyway, gang, I mostly collect aviation and tank parts, but these are some other items I do collect. If you do have SS tunics or Army tunics, or the Holocaust items, or if you just have questions, send me an email, and I can hopefully identify it for you or put it to somebody who can. But I do buy this stuff, and I am looking for the Holocaust tunics, uniforms, and But like I said, anything that you see on eBay, I guarantee you, 99% they're all fakes. They'll have the best story in the world for you, but they're fakes. If it looks like it was made yesterday, it probably was. So gang, I hope you like this presentation today. Yeah, and I'm looking for some A2s too. I'm kind of low on A2s, and B3s. I like B3s. And I like the Navy coats because they're abundant. You know, everybody had them. They're very abundant, and the A2s are not so abundant anymore. All the really nice ones are gone. They're in private collections or whatever. Yeah. All right, gang. Appreciate all your support, and thanks for watching my videos. Hope you like them, and we will catch you on the next YouTube.